Hey, what's up guys? Gemini back with another video, and today of course is the Paul Heyman. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and I just went to Walmart and I picked this DVD up. The only reason why I got the standard was because I went to Best Buy first and they didn't have any Blu-rays or anything. So what I'm going to do at this time is I'm going to go down and check out the dock on this DVD and let you guys know how it is and do a review on it. So I'll be back in a couple minutes with my review on the Paul Heyman doc. So take a look, and we might as well just do it on camera here. Might as well just open it up since doing this on the camera here. And it was only $14.96 at Walmart, believe it or not. So take a look. $14.96 at Walmart, if you can believe that. I've never seen a DVD that cheap before at Walmart. So I'm going to go watch this and I'll get back to you guys in a couple minutes. Thank you. Okay guys, back with my Paul Heyman. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman DVD review, and I just got done watching the doc. I didn't watch the the promos or anything like that. I watched the doc. The doc ran about an hour and 50 minutes or so, and it was awesome. I took a bunch of notes, but I mean, really, forget the notes. It was one of those DVDs that locks you in, and you get a lot of inside information. And one of the funniest things about this DVD was he has a lot of enemies. He does, man. The DVD starts off with, they show Paul Heyman's family a little bit of the family history, his mom, his dad. His mom was a Holocaust survivor. He talks about how his first wrestler that ever really inspired him was superstar Billy Graham. He talks about when he was a photographer, this is kind of how he got his in, and Bill Apter tells some stories about how Bill Apter would be going for that great shot, and Paul Heyman, as the young photographer at ringside, would be elbowing him out of the way. And then about halfway through the DVD, well, before we get to that part, his first event he ever promoted was an event called Wrestle Party in 1985, and he had Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes and Magnum TA there, and he was a real young guy, but he was promoting at Club 54 in New York City to kind of show you, like, he was doing this from a very young age. And then about halfway through the DVD, when you watch it, it cuts to ECW, everything ECW, the beginnings, the middle, and the end, and it goes for like a good 30-35 minutes just on all his ECW stuff, and it was awesome. It was the best part of the DVD, all the ECW stuff. I mean, it was awesome. It was very, very cool how they just stopped the DVD, pretty much, went to ECW, did it for 35 minutes. It was pretty awesome. And then he, they show a little bit of his stuff in Memphis, where he discovered Bam Bam Bigelow. Showed some of his stuff in the AWA in 1987. They talk about how he financed ECW with some of his WCW money that he sued him over when he left there in about 90, 91. All his origins into ECW. It talks about the ECW arena. And then it's pretty cool too. A little bit later in the DVD, you'll see a lot of backstage interviews with other wrestlers and WWE talent like Stephanie McMahon. And I swear, Stephanie McMahon just, she didn't have a whole lot of nice things to say about Paul Heyman at all. You could just see her just itching to just talk crap about Paul Heyman, and she wanted to, and she talks about all the conflicts between Vince McMahon and Paul Heyman when he was a writer on SmackDown in 2002. I didn't know that WWE financed ECW and gave him $1,000 a week. Paul Heyman tells you a lot of stories on here. Wow. I think the highlights for me, and I'll wrap this up, I think the highlights for me will be the ECW stuff on the DVD, and I think it was listening to Stephanie McMahon talk a little crap about Paul Heyman. And I didn't know, but Paul Heyman has rubbed so many people the wrong way and he's had trouble like everywhere he's gone. You know, things start off good, but then Paul Heyman puts an idea out at a writers meeting, and he pushes and pushes that idea until everyone around him gets agitated, and no one wants to do business with him because he's just Tommy Dreamer and Joey Styles and Jerry Lawler and everybody on here just talks about what a difficult person Paul Heyman is to be around. And the story was awesomely well done. And the reason why I went with the standard DVD, I went to Best Buy first and it was not there, so I went to Walmart and it was $14.96 for a great 2-hour story. You're going to get so much inside information about Paul Heyman that you had no idea. I mean, this was highly well done. They put a ton of work into it. You're going to get just so much inside information about where he was, who he is, where he's been, and where he is now. I think the interesting stuff, like I said, was how he got in, but the ECW stuff killed it. And then I talked about all of his trouble, you know, when he was the SmackDown head writer. I didn't know that SmackDown was beating Raw in the ratings and whatnot back when he was running stuff. It's just turbulent. You know, he made a ton of enemies, but he at the end of the DVD, it was cool because, you know, they showed his kids and they talked about how he was in a good place and everything, and he's kind of changed. The children have kind of changed him as a good person, and he's calmed down a lot from being the wild man, the agitator. So that'll just about do it for the doc portion of Ladies and Gentlemen, My Name is Paul Heyman. But for $14.96 to have a 2-hour story like that and get the insight on this, because this is the first time that a lot of this information has been revealed. So I would recommend this. I'd give it a big thumbs up. So if you guys get a chance, go check out the Paul Heyman DVD. The story, the 2-hour story, was very well done. So thank you for watching. I'm Gemini.